Time for today's big game breakdown. Let's go to the NFL for some Thursday night football. We have the Ravens and the Dolphins. Right now, looking at the WagerTalk live odds screen, I'm seeing Baltimore 7.5-point favorites. There are a couple of eights out there. Total 46.5 just about everywhere. And I want to start with this. Ravens 9-0 against the spread against the Dolphins under John Harbaugh. Okay. There's been 6 Dolphins head coaches since John Harbaugh got the job in Baltimore. They've won 8 of 9 straight up and 9-0 ATS. Miami won by 2 in 2015, didn't cover. The last 3 meetings, 38-6, 40-0, 59-10. All ugly blowouts, including the most recent one in the 2019 opener, a game where there was a 49-yard run on the first snap of scrimmage. Baltimore had 6 touchdowns by halftime and finished with 623 total yards in a 59-10 victory. Do you know what that has to do with today's game? Nothing. Not a thing. 9-0 ATS, Baltimore against Miami. Who cares? All right. Even the most recent meeting in 2019. How many Dolphins players do you think are still on that team? 2019. I know the answer. The answer is 14 roster guys, okay, out of 53. Here's one who was on the team, Jerome Baker. Quote, yeah, that was a tough one, thinking back to the season opening loss in 2019. That was definitely a tough game, but this team is completely different. I always tell the story of back then. I didn't even know some of the guys I was lined up with. I didn't know their names. This team is a lot different. We're better coached. We have better players. Thursday is going to be a challenge. We're definitely going to have some fun. All right, Mike Gesicki, who, by the way, after the win last week, quote, a ton. It means a ton, especially when we play our best football. Miami turned the ball over 5 times in that game. There's still a lot to correct, but there's finally something positive. That was after the game. Here's talking about the matchup with Baltimore and that ugly loss to the Ravens to open the 2019 season. Quote, yeah, I think we've grown a lot in these 3 seasons or 2.5 seasons, however long it's been. Obviously, every year is a new year. I can't even compare this team to that team, whether it's good or bad. We've seen something pretty consistent from Baltimore this year, and maybe a little bit surprising. 3 times already this season, and the Ravens have, 6 wins. So in half of their 6 wins this year, they've rallied from behind with double-digit deficits in the second half of ball game. All right, Tucker hits clutch field goals. The defense steps up. Lamar Jackson, I'd rather not be playing from behind, but our team, we're fighters. We believe in each other. We've got faith. All of that is true. So when we put all of this together, we have Baltimore as a public team, Baltimore with all these wins over Miami that don't mean anything, a Baltimore team that is consistently falling behind in games, and a Dolphins team that is saying all the right things about this matchup this week. Put it all together, it's a first half play for me. Look at Miami plus the 4 in the first half against a Baltimore team that sometimes turns it on after halftime, but has not been a team getting off to hot starts. Give me the Dolphins plus the 4 first half. There's your big game break.